Hello, movie friends. Well, I just watched the Oscar nominations for 2026, and I can't stop thinking about, let's say, four categories, and then a fifth snub category. So that'll be my own snub category. Okay, so the first thing I can't stop thinking about is the Best Actor category. This is who they nominated. Timothée Chalamet, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ethan Hawke in Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan, and Wagner Moura in Secret Agent. I don't know who you give this to. I haven't seen Blue Moon yet, and I love Ethan Hawke, so I'm gonna watch that now. There are a few movies I haven't gotten to yet. That's gonna be one of them. So I'm gonna hold off on saying who I think should win this. If I had to give it to anyone, I would say Timothée Chalamet. But I want to see this Ethan Hawke performance because he's one of my favorite people to watch, whether it's in a movie or anything else on planet Earth. So I want to see that before I make a prediction. As of right now, I would say Timothée Chalamet. Okay, so the second thing I can't stop thinking about is the Best Supporting Actor. I must have missed the Best Supporting Actress. I don't know if it was early. I don't know if I was eating yogurt and looked away. It happened so quickly. But anyway, this is who they nominated for Best Supporting Actor. Benicio del Toro in One Battle, Jacob Elordi in Frankenstein, Delroy Lindo in Sinners, Sean Penn in One Battle, and Stellan Skarsgård. Now, I haven't seen the Stellan Skarsgård movie Sentimental Value either. I do think Sean Penn was pretty great in that movie in terms of like acting, but I hated One Battle. I shouldn't say hated. I didn't like it, except for the car chase scene. I did think Leonardo DiCaprio's character was interesting, even though he didn't change. Didn't feel like there was any development whatsoever. And it felt like, I'm going to be honest with you, it felt like propaganda, like American Sniper, but in the other direction. I don't know, I just didn't like it. So it's hard for me to say nice things about it. I thought Benicio del Toro was pretty good though. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Sean Penn. I feel like they're in love with One Battle and Sinners. So those are probably going to be most of the winners in most categories. That would be my guess. I would predict Sean Penn just because it was such an interesting, weird character, you know, and they like Sean Penn and they love this movie. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was Sean Penn. Okay, so the third thing I can't stop thinking about is Best Actress. I love all the people on this list. It's an amazing list. Jessie Buckley, Rose Byrne, Kate Hudson, Renata Rinciva, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, Emma Stone. I've been saying for a while that I think Begonia was going to get more nods than people thought, including Emma Stone. And we'll get to Jesse Plemons. That's in my snub category. I love all the people on this list. I think you have to give it to Jessie Buckley because Hamnet's so amazing. And I haven't seen If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You with Rose Byrne. I love Rose Byrne. She's great. I love her in Platonic, and I just watched her in, it was is Matt Dillon's first directing role where he goes to Thailand. She doesn't have a huge role in that, but she's really good. And I love that Kate Hudson gets a nod, you know? Where has she been? I don't know, but I love that she's on here. I think you have to give this to Jessie Buckley. She's amazing. I think Hamnet's such a great movie. Okay, the fourth thing that I can't stop thinking about is the Best Picture nominations. Here's who they nominated. Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, Train Dreams. Haven't seen Train Dreams, so I got to get on that one. I was surprised by F1, but I got to tell you, watching F1, I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. And it also got nominated for Best Editing and Best Sound, I believe. Totally deserving. I mean, the editing is what makes that movie. It is a fun movie, and I loved everybody in it. I'm surprised, but it makes sense. Begonia is on there. I'm telling you. I don't know. I don't think Frankenstein gets it. I think it's going to be Hamnet or Marty Supreme, but I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't be surprised if Begonia gets the nod. I think it'll be Hamnet, but I wouldn't be surprised with Begonia. All right, now, the fifth thing I can't stop thinking about are the snubs. There's always snubs, right? There's a lot of talented people, a lot of good movies. What are you going to do? I didn't see Weapons, but I know people are fuming about Weapons. That's one possible snub. That's more of a external to me snub. I don't really know. I can't really back it up because I haven't seen it yet. I realized that Richard Linklater's Nouvelle Vague was released on Netflix, and this is a good lesson to all the kids out there who are going to release movies. Put it in the theater. Frankenstein was in the theater for what, 47 minutes? and it's on here. If they had released Nouvelle Vague, as far as I know, it wasn't in theaters. If it was, that's a huge snub. If it wasn't, you gotta put it in the theaters, even for a week, because it would have been on there. I thought it was a great movie. It was on my list for the top 10 if it had been in the theaters. And I think also that would have put possibly Marbeck, the French actor, possibly a Best Actor candidate. I think he was great. And then the woman who played Jane Sebring, but I don't remember her name. All right, I keep hearing things also about No Other Choice, which only hasn't even hit the theaters yet where I'm at, but apparently I think it was released in 2025. I'm not sure. You know, they do that thing where they release it in like a festival or somewhere. It releases in one theater in LA or something, so it counts, but it hasn't hit anywhere else. So when I see it, it looks great. Jesse Plemons in Begonia. I think this performance was fucking amazing. He and Emma Stone, there was a scene, there were multiple scenes in this movie where the two of them are acting to each other, and I was blown away. You can see how this would be in every acting class in the future. I don't know how long it takes, but people wanting to do this scene. I can't remember where it is. It's so good. He's so good. This is a snub. A snub. Jesse Plemons. Don't be surprised if Emma Stone gets Best Actress for this. I think she was great in that. This is going to be controversial, but I think Laura Dern and possibly Will Arnett. I don't know that you give them. I don't know if Will Arnett. It wasn't a Best Actor nod. I think it would have been in like 5, 6 through 10 maybe. I love that movie. Is this thing on? But I think Laura Dern for supporting actress. Maybe she did get it because I didn't see that one. If she didn't get it, she should have. That would be a snub. But I do think Is This Thing On was a great movie. I don't know that it was. I think it's right on the edge. I don't know if I would call it a snub. I would call it an on the almost snub category. I love that movie. I think it was great. All right, that's all I have. What do you think? What were the snubs for you? Are you surprised by anything? Were you surprised about Weapons not being on there? For me, I've got to watch Blue Moon, Train Dreams, and If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Those are the big movies that I have to watch. Oh, and there's another one in there too. But overall, I'd say it was pretty good. Man, it's like awards are so meaningless and subjective, and they often get it wrong. But for some reason, it's exciting, and I just kept watching this thinking, I'd love to be in that room. I want to go. Don't you want to go to the Oscars at some point? I don't know. What did you think of the lists? Who are your picks? Who do you think got snubbed? And who do you think is going to win of the people who were nominated?